Well, hello everybody, and it's February 21, and it's a kind of a unique day. I'm finding out this is a little bit of a special day for many people, but it does happen to be my birthday. And I got to thinking about something I've been talking about in teaching around at the boot camp and at a couple of, hey Don, how are you? And it's around a couple of different two-word phrases. And, in essence, every day of our life, we wake up, and it's really our birthday. Again, it's right now. And so one of the things I wanted to share with everyone was the concept of so that compared to, or so what compared to so that. And, we fill up our days. We have so much going on. And we get into what I call a Groundhog Day scenario, to where we go to bed and we go, golly, what actually happened today? What is it that we really accomplished? Were we really fulfilling that vision that we have had for ourselves? And many times it's the so what. And when we say so what, it's a period. It's over. It doesn't mean that it was bad. It just means that there is nothing to proceed after it. But when we say so that, then it's a ... It's a new level of ability or opportunity, the things that we can embrace. And, it is a progression. It's a new level. I was speaking at a book launch with Kirk Samuels a couple of weeks ago. And I talked about this concept in that it's like a book that the final chapter that hasn't been written, or a song that the final verse has not been sung. What is it that within us, as we do and include different activities in our lives, that we can say so that we can do this, or so that it impacts those that we connect with? I was working with one of my clients this morning, and we were critiquing a talk that he had just given. And as we came down to it, it was that so that moment that the audience could actually engage with the message so that they could go out and touch others, that they could touch generations, that these people in the audience, because of their age bracket, they didn't have maybe that many more years before they were no longer here to impact people personally. And so that can have a major impact, not only for us personally, but also for those that we touch and for those that they touch ongoing in many generations, that we probably, in most likely scenarios, we won't have that opportunity to ever meet. It's like planting a tree, a seed that turns into the tree that we'll never enjoy the shade of, but we will have an influence on. So, as we enjoy each of our birthdays today, that this opportunity to engage and to impact, I would like to challenge you to think about those two-word phrases. The so what's in our life, and maybe there's some so what's that we, might choose to change. I know growing up for me, one of the so what's, and I still have this, this tug of war in my life around television, is that it was always on. There was always, but when I get done with the show, it's a so what. It took up time, it took up energy, it took up space, but really, was it something that I wanted to include that was going to give me that end vision, that end result that I wanted for where my destiny was going? And so really what we're looking at is that so that. And put more so that's in your life, because that's where the energy, that's where the vision, that's where the passion is going to come from. And when we do that, it's going to give us that urgency in a good way, not a panic, but in a good way, that when we wake up in the morning, that we really want to greet that new day as a gift. I talk about sometimes that we have already won the lottery 3 times. And the lottery is that out of all the combinations of the chemicals and the connections of not only the people that come together that give us an opportunity for life, but all of the chances of that particular sperm cell and that particular egg coming together. All of those combinations, we've won the lottery of life. And then the second lottery of life is that we were born in this time frame where You know, for most people on the planet, we don't have to think about how we're going to survive another day. We go to work, we have little inconveniences, but we have this total flexibility of how we can live our life and what we put into it, because we don't have to worry and think about what we're going to do to eat and drink on that particular day. And I know there's individuals, there's populations that do. And we're so privileged for those of us that are not. And that's where we have won the lottery number 2. Lottery number 3 is where we were born in a day and age where possibilities are probabilities. And that no matter what state in life we have been born into. In fact, I really look at some of the background that I came from, my family background, and I literally was born on the wrong side of the tracks. But there was no gate at those tracks. I chose and could choose to move across the track because I belonged on either side. It was totally my choice. So we won the lottery 3 times, and really the question is not did you win the lottery, but what is it that you're going to do with your winnings? What are you going to do to invest not only in yourself and your family, your business, but in those future generations so that ... So I would just love to hear from you. What are you doing in your so that world? And let's start a connection. Let's start a communication. Let's start a dialogue with each other and really get that energy from all of us so that this year is a so that year. Happy birthday, everyone. Thank you for your wishes that have been coming in through social media and other venues. And you guys are really special. So love you all. Have a great day.